What's up, y'all? Is Trump sending Asians a wake-up call? No long intro today because I want to jump right into it and talk about it. This is going to be a fairly short video. Welcome everybody for coming on up in here. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Is Trump getting ready to boot the Asians? That is what it's looking like, and it's a lot of this is according to an insider report. I read this on NBC News this morning, and so I want to talk to y'all about it. Is Trump booting Asians? That's let me see here. Somebody says 50. The title look good to me. Let me see here. Anyway, let me go here. We're gonna show you. We're gonna show you what we're talking about. First off, let's start off today. What I want to do is, before we get started, I want to start today off. Let's see here. Oh, I see the title. That should say rump. Thank you, chat room, for telling me that. I put rump instead of Trump. Well, he act like a rump. Shit. He act like an ass. Why not? But this is what I want to talk about today. But first, I said, let's start off with a prayer. Let's start off with a prayer. My prayer today is that we don't get no hoes in here acting like hoes. Black people, it's good that we step up and finally step up and stop being hoes for everybody. It seems as if the world is getting the message that Black Americans are no longer the hoes for your subgroup and subcategory. Y'all gonna have to, people around the world, in America, are gonna have to stop being hoes and stand up for themselves. We tried to be everybody's saving grace, and we've been doing it and fighting a valiant, hard fight since the 60s to save everybody. But everybody's acting like a hoe towards us. So it's our time to turn around and let you hold your own nuts. So my prayer is that Black folks keep this level of testicular fortitude throughout the duration and take care of ourselves. Can we say amen, crowd? Church, can we say amen, please? Amen. All right. So let's get into it. What are we talking about? This is what we're talking about. Trump, appreciate the super chat. And y'all can hit me up on that super chat anytime right now. Hit me on the super chat right now. Or better yet, better than super chat, you can hit the Cash App, $DewanB1. But it says, sources say Trump could deport undocumented Chinese first. Asian American groups rush to prep. Let's go through this story right here. And then after we go through the story, let's break it down, all right? I'm reading along with you. Asian American organizations say they are scrambling. Let me turn this music down some. There we go. Asian American organizations say they are scrambling, but not completely surprised over President-elect Donald Trump's campaign promise of mass deportations. Undocumented immigrants from China who are deemed to be of military age will be among the first groups targeted for deportation by incoming Trump administration. Sources close to the campaign previously told NBC News, citing a potential risk to national security. Okay. Let me put my pretty face back on camera. It says, while many community organizations have been making plans for months in anticipation of Trump's immigration promises, the potential to be targeted has left many groups prepping immigration materials across Asian languages and coordinating with other community nonprofits to help serve the potential spike in families impacted by deportations. Okay, so they know what's going on. They know what's going on. It says Asian Americans have long had the fastest growing undocumented population, tripling over a 15-year period from 2000 to 2015, and the number of Chinese nationals crossing into the U.S. has skyrocketed in recent years. Living here in L.A., I know this very well. Between fiscal years of 2022 and 2024, the number of Chinese nationals crossing both the northern and southern borders has tripled from more than 27,000 to more than 78,000. Shit. Bethany Lee, executive director of Asian American Legal Defense and Education Fund, said that the targeting of the Chinese community has long been foreshadowed. She cited laws in several states that restricted Chinese people from buying homes and other real estate, as well as a Trump-era security program, the China Initiative, which was accused of racial profiling towards Asian scholars. We know that both the state and federal government have deemed China a national security threat. We saw this in World War II with Japanese Americans incarcerated. We saw this post 9/11 with Muslims and South Asian men. A spokesperson for the Trump campaign did not respond to a request for comment. I'm not going to read the whole article. We will come back to it. But let's start scanning through the article. I encourage you guys to all read it. The whole article yourself. This is NBC News 2 days ago, 2015. You can see it on your screen and look it up yourself. Sometimes I get people saying, "Hey, Dewan, can you send me a link?" Nah, nigga, can you look at the goddamn screen and hit Google and find a fucking link yourself? I'm sorry. But for real though, I'll be like, man, nigga, I'm already giving you the news. Nigga, you can't hit a Google search. So don't be in the comments asking me for a link, nigga. You see the title? Type that in your Google search bar and you'll find the fucking link, all right? So here we go. So it's talking about the plans that they're making for deportation. See, let me tell y'all something. I'm here in LA and it's a lot of Asians here, man. Like when you go down to Orange County, all those areas where that used to be all white, Irvine, areas of Costa Mesa, that's all Asian now. White folks still got half of Fullerton. Other half is Asians. Fountain Valley, all Asians. I mean, they have taken all the way the fuck over. Here in LA, you see the Chinese, and specifically the Chinese. When houses go for sale in LA, you got Chinese people buying these houses cash. Hell, you got the Chinese buying whole fucking cities here in Southern California. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. Let me go to the maps. Pull a map up. Y'all know I like fucking around with the maps. Arcadia. You see this city right here? Arcadia, Monrovia. Right here is Pasadena, where all the weirdo niggas live. Pasadena. And next to Pasadena is a city called Arcadia. Next to that, Monrovia. Arcadia, Monrovia, these cities were for the most part hella Latino. They were somewhat black in the 80s for all the niggas that was moving out of Pasadena. But when the 90s came, all this shit turned Latino. Monrovia and Arcadia. Now, shit. Nigga, it's all Asians. These motherfuckers own the city council. Like, out here, they basically, in this whole part of LA right here, They basically is like, yeah, they kicked everybody out in the last 10 years. There's nothing but Chinese in this motherfucker. They own whole cities and they police and they don't listen to our police. They got their own policing systems. They basically use the police that our taxes are paying for as little to handle minor scuffles. But for the most part, these people can police themselves. But the issue is this. That police themselves also allow them to be as racist as they want to be, and you're not going to get any help in any way, shape, or form. Like, the rent gonna go up, they gonna price you out. You try to if you're not Asian, I dare you to try to rent a house in Arcadia or Monrovia. I dare you. I double dog dare you. I double dog dare you. It's not gonna happen. And if you notice, Trump is saying he's specifically targeting military age. Do y'all know that I read something a long time ago? Let me see here. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. I just Googled this. Okay. From the New York Post. Look at this. Map shows Chinese-owned farmland next to 19 military bases in a threat to national security. Mind you, this is something that was well known under the Biden administration, and the Biden administration did nothing about it. This isn't about xenophobia. This truly is about national security. Look at this. It says here, China has been buying up strategically placed. Let me scroll down so y'all can read where I'm at. I'm up here. China has been buying up strategically placed farmland next to military installations across the U.S., raising concerns of national security, fears over potential espionage, or even sabotage. The Post has identified 19 bases across the U.S., from Florida to Hawaii, in which close proximity to land bought up by Chinese entities could be exploited by spies working for the communist nation. Now look at the map. Peep the map. Peep the map. All through California. Here's Camp Pendleton. They got land over here. Let's see, there's a click. This is the guy from Blackwater. This is one of the farmlands right here in North Dakota. These are some images of land that they done bought up. But as you see, they've been buying all this land near military bases. And the Democrats, the Joe Bidens, ain't done nothing, ain't said nothing about it. So this is where we at. And in today's weird-ass liberal world, they'll call you xenophobic for this being a concern. Look here for all you punk motherfuckers out there who like labeling people because we care about our country. I've been here since fucking 1640. I have a problem with someone from any country not named the United States buying up this much land in my country, especially near military bases. So for that, I say, hey, Trump, kick them bastards out, especially if they didn't come through the point of entry as the way they should per United States immigration law. The Biden administration has been selling citizenship to these motherfuckers, and for this to happen, that's not cool. For them to have their own goddamn cities that black people can't rent houses in, that's not cool. But what is cool is DewanB.com. Go to DewanB.com right now. Sign up for my courses. Actually, I'm gonna push this class off I'm doing next to January. For those, a lot of you parents wanted help mastering the IEP process. Look, December's y'all got kids. It's Christmas time. I'm not about to do this shit in December. So I'm gonna push this off until January, okay? But parents, if you have a kid that has special needs, want to learn more about the IEP process or the 504 process, and those different plans that you have, and this is nationwide, I'm gonna push this class off to January. All right, I'm not gonna do it in the middle of Christmas time, but it is up for early registration right now. Type in the word IEP, and you get $50 off the class. All right, if you type in the word IEP, and if you're on Patreon, you'll get a different Patreon discount. The Patreon discount will be sent out through Patreon for those of you who are on Patreon. All right, DewanB.com. Also, you can get a card reading. You can go into the shop. It's cold right now, so it's time to get the hoodies. Get the black people. This is another hoodie y'all need right now. Because of what we're talking about, black folks, get this hoodie right now. Black people don't owe anybody anything but an ass whooping. This for everybody coming around. That's because what's going to happen is everybody they're going to come around us with the hey big head talk. Hey black folks, how y'all doing? We people of color. We people of color too. That's what's coming next. So y'all ain't even got to respond to them. Just have your hoodie on, and when they come to you saying, we people of color too, just be like, ha! Get it right now at DewanB.com. So that's what's going on. That's what's going on. And people, somebody said, what's the code for the birthday reading? The code is FIRST. If you want a birthday code for a reading, FIRST, FIRST. That works for anybody who's getting their first reading ever from me, or if it's getting, and I know if you got the reading from me because I catalog all this shit. And it also works for your birthday. Use the product code FIRST, FIRST. That's off your hour reading. That's a discount towards an hour reading. FIRST. That is your discount code for a reading. All right. So now, and again, welcome chat room. I appreciate y'all for joining. Thank y'all for joining. And later on tonight, I'm gonna do Incense and Ashtrays. We're gonna do some music tonight on Mixcloud. Mixcloud.com. The link is in the description box. We're gonna be on Mixcloud and on Twitter and on Patreon. Those of you, all of us are Patreon free. Just go over to Patreon, patreon.com/DewanB, and we will be doing a music mix down tonight at around 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right. So I want y'all to hear this person right here, and I found this on the African Diaspora channel. This lady, I want y'all to listen to what she's saying about about Asians not supporting Black Americans and Black people, and how basically at the end of the day, Asians are about to have to pay for playing these games with Black people. Now, she's doing it based off the Kamala Harris situation. Most of us didn't fuck with Kamala, but it took Kamala for a lot of Black people to wake up to the game other groups have been playing against us. Take a listen to this right here.
Non-Black POC, which I don't think I even have to say anymore because it's becoming more and more apparent that more Black people are like, we are not people of color, we are Black. And that's fair.
Hold on. It's not loud enough for y'all. It's not loud enough for y'all. It is.
Let's go and check that out.
It's not loud enough. Let me turn it up.
Non-Black POC, which I don't think I even have to say anymore because it's becoming more and more apparent that more Black people are like, we are not people of color, we are Black. And that's fair. I am a person of color, and to other people of color, I think we need to understand that we f***ed up. We f***ed up major. Like, across the board, up, did not vote for Kamala Harris. And Black people, specifically Black women, are very upset, rightfully, and are like, we are not supporting anyone anymore. And obviously it's not everyone, right? But it's a lot of black women and black people who are like, I don't care. It was something that I spoke about a couple times, of POC not understanding the immense political power of black people, and specifically black women in this country, and not being able to respect that, not being able to understand that. And it all comes down to anti-blackness and misogynoir, right? Like, that's really what it is. That's the root of all of the problems. Because if we can understand that the root of all of our problems is white supremacy, what is integral to white supremacy? Anti-blackness. And even if we're not white, right, we still all engage in anti-blackness, one of the strongholds of white supremacy.
Oh, Lord, she said a word. Oh, she gets it. And that last part is what I wanted to really key on today. How, see, this is the thing when it comes to the whole people of color scam. It's the same reason why I don't fuck with DEI, and I'm glad DEI is out of here. Dr. Frances Cress Welsing teaches us very clearly. Dr. Neely Fuller teaches us very clearly. The world, the way the white supremacist sees it, is you have white and non-white. You got white, you got non-white. And white is white Anglo-Saxon Protestant first. That's the first, that's the top of the pecking order. That's the ace boom of the pecking order, is the white supremacist Anglo-Saxon Protestant. After that, you get your more ethnic whites. You get your Irish, you get your German, you get your Dutch, you get your your non-Anglo-Saxon Protestant whites, your French. French don't really fuck with these white French folks don't really fuck with white British folks because of them bullshit wars they've been going through over in Europe. Them Franks don't like the Anglo-Saxons, but they still come over here. All them niggas named Pastel and all them weird ass French names. Non-deodorant taking motherfuckers. Then you got your Eastern Europeans. You know, you got your Greeks, then you got your Slavs, which the term slave comes from, the former slaves and those people. You got those folks. They've all been, for the most part, adopted into whiteness. But they're adopted into whiteness on a large scale. But when it comes to games that they play within their culture when black people are not around, those other non-Anglo-Saxon white Protestants, I promise you, they know their place. They only come all together when black people come around. When we ain't around, they got their own bullshit internal wars that's been going around since they was roaming Europe with no home. Them tribes of Europe wars that still go on till this day when we're not around. Then you got your Latinos and your Asians. Asians have, for the most part, been adopted as honorary white, but according to white people, not me, they're not white enough. It's a situation with the eyes. White people don't like people that don't look like them. They're a very close-minded group of people. So the fact that the Asians got the little eye situation, they don't like that. And it's a major problem because you have a lot of white men that have had children with Asian women, and they have these hopper children that are half and half, and those half and half kids are having to go to school with full-blown white folks and face all kinds of racism and bullshit, which then turns a lot of those Asian kids into racists themselves. Let me see if I can find that article from LA Times from years ago. It was an article written years ago in the LA Times. I don't know if I can find it while I'm live. I'd have to do some search because it's an article I read probably 10 years ago. And this was like during the Obama administration when I read that. Yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna do one more search. If I can't find it right here, I'm gonna keep going. Because I remember reading this article like 10 years ago in the LA Times. Let me see here. Let me see here if I can find it. No, I can't find it. Here's one of them. This was an article written in the LA Times years ago, The Asians and the Modern Minority Myth. But this isn't the article I was looking for. That's okay. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going because I don't want to spend all day looking for that article. But you're starting to see here what the issue is and how Trump is addressing that directly. So now what you're about to get is you're about to get a lot of people from other races coming to coddle up next to Black Americans. And I'm going to tell y'all something right now. This lady right here, she's talking about the people that wanted them to vote for Kamala. We can't trust them niggas. The ones that are saying that Black people, we're going to hold our own. We're going to leave everyone else alone. The ones that are still pro-Democrat after all this shit, I'm telling you right now, them niggas is gonna fold, all right? Them niggas love acceptance way too much from white folks and other races for them to hold a hard line about not stepping in to help. This is a line that those of us who see both sides, Republican and Democrat, those of us who see both sides are full of shit, we're gonna have to be the ones that holds the line on the hold your own nuts. We're going to have to be the drivers that hold your own bus tour, your own nuts tour. We're going to have to be the bus drivers of that tour. Because all them people that just mad at somebody because they didn't vote Democrat, them niggas are going to flounder within 3 months. Watch. I guarantee you by March, April, Roland Martin, all them niggas is going to be on the, we got to help save our Chinese and Asian brothers and sisters. Even though what we're talking about is true, about them buying whole neighborhoods in places like LA and being extremely racist towards Black people. Extremely. You still gonna get them Roland Martin types that's gonna come around in March and April. We need to come together. And them niggas is gonna fold. They ain't got much, fortitude to stand on their own too. So that's gonna have to be us that holds that line. What's up, chat room? I appreciate y'all for joining. Hell yeah, they gonna try to buddy up to you. You said they already trying to buddy up to you? Yeah. Of course. Hey, Black people. Hey. So, what about the hip hop? That's what's gonna happen. They gonna come to you. Hey, Anderson .Paak's half Asian too. Yeah. And I'll be like, for real? Yeah, we okay, cool. Yeah. Ice. Man, I'm telling y'all right now, this is one of the fringe benefits of Trump getting in office. Right here. Everybody seems to be able to find they act right when the real white supremacists come to town. See, because they know whiteness is white and non-white. And everybody out there, no matter how many games they play with us, the Latinos, y'all too, even though y'all put white on your driver's license, you know that you're not white. But when things are going good, when we have a Democrat in office, when you don't have no fire-breathing white supremacists like Trump breathing down your neck, all you motherfuckers tend to forget what time it is. See, when the Democrats are in office, these motherfuckers, They don't realize it's daytime until 2 p.m. Yeah, when the Democrats are in office. But let one of these fire-breathing, redneck, racist Republicans like Trump get in office. Now, all of a sudden, hey, black people, I like hip-hop too. I like jazz. Did you watch Martin? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Trump has not always looked out for black people. When it's been advantageous for Trump, he's done what he had to do. Trump is a businessman. Trump only looks out for Trump. Any move that Trump makes is going to be a move that strengthens Donald Trump's position. We as black people got to get out that mindset of just because a white person is does something nice twice a day, it means that, oh, they're not this, they're not that. No, they still that. Bro clock is right twice a day. They still that. Look, here's my thing. I don't mind Trump being racist. I don't care that he's racist. Every president's been racist, including Obama. Oh, Indonesian raised ass nigga. He racist too. He don't fuck with us. You saw the way he talked to us in the goddamn campaign. Y'all saw the way he talked to us. Oh, racist punk Obama. They all racist. Shit, we got some of our biggest wins as black people from stomp down racists. What's up, Felix Speaks? He said, appreciate the lesson in white supremacy. Now, the small hats are the ones. I don't get into that. Some people believe in delineating between the small hats and the white people. Look, all that shooting and shit the white folks do and all that racism, they ain't turned that shit on them folks, so they all in the same bed if you ask me. White people, white Jews, they all in the same bed to me. Because none of the white Jews acknowledge the black Jews, and don't none of the non-white non-Jewish white people do anything. You know, they talk all that shit about everybody else, but they let 2% of the population whip their asses around. That's their problem. That's where white people got to hold their own nuts when it comes to the Jews. I don't let white people come to me saying, it's the Jews. Or if it's the Jews, then nigga do something about it. Don't expect me to come in and help. That's white on white problems. Get out of my face with it. I'm not going to sit here and target the Jews. Let me let them, they can do what they want to do. I don't care. I'm not getting that. We know they own everything. But you're not going to see my black ass be the sacrificial lamb for no white people talking about something. It's the Jews. No. I'm not getting in that fight. They white. And they can have their own little white fights between one another. Because the minute they done fighting, all sides come back to fucking over us. All of them. So, yeah, Nick Walker, your boss racist, man. I'm sure 99% of the big checks that I've got has come from a fucking racist. The big checks, when I used to work at a job, when I used to have to close those big commissions, when I used to do loans, and I closed those big old commissions, and I would get those commissions from Countrywide Bank, from Chase Bank, Washington Mutual Bank, Freddie Mac, Fannie Mac. When I used to get them checks, I'm sure the motherfucker who had a signature on it was a racist nigga. A racist white boy. My God. Lyndon Baines Johnson gave black people more than any other president in United States history. And he was a stomped down racist redneck thug. Ulysses Grant allowed black people the most freedoms during his presidency, during Reconstruction, not keeping the feds in, the National Guard in to protect black people. Ulysses S. Grant did a lot to allow black people to have some kind of space. But he was a racist motherfucker too. So was Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln's old racist gay ass freed the slaves. And yes, Abraham Lincoln was gay. Suspected. Let me give y'all, that's why I don't get into all that fighting for everybody's rights. We've been having gay presidents. You see the pants George Washington walked around in? You know George Washington was busting booties too, nigga. We've been having gay presidents. Let me give you the clues as to what Abraham Lincoln being gay was. Let me pull this off the top of my head. Let me pull this off the top of my. Let me pull this up for y'all. What are the log cabin Republicans? The log cabin Republican Party is the LGBTQ wing of the white Republican Conservative Party. You have to ask yourself, why do they call themselves log cabin Republicans? Let's see here. What president was raised in a log cabin? Y'all see me do this shit fresh for y'all. What president was raised in a log cabin? Right there. Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was born and raised. He's the one that's most associated with being in a log cabin. See here. Look at this. Abraham Lincoln is the connection to the log cabin Republican Party. The reason why they call themselves the log cabin Republicans is to connect the gay side of things to Abraham Lincoln. That's why they call themselves the log cabin Republicans, as an ode to what everybody says. Even though Abraham Lincoln had a wife, he also had a few live-in boyfriends too. One of them was a Negro. It's also suspected that Abraham Lincoln was a Negro because they say his mom was a Melungeon. So we as black people have no friends. These other groups been getting their shit off. But if you don't know your history, you don't know these other people been getting their shit off. This nigga Jerome Simmons. I'm not even gonna read that, chat. Y'all reading it on the screen. I'm not even gonna read that. That nigga said because they like because they like logs. Stop, nigga, chill. Felix Speaks says, you broke down the hierarchy of white supremacy when black people are not around. When black people are not around, are the Jews under or above the Anglos? Probably above, since they control the banks. I'm just going to say, since they're the ones who control the banks, probably, I would say the ones that control the banks are probably above. But I think it's a fight. I don't know. That's a relative statement. Above in what way? Because at the end of the day, whatever that 2% of their population likes to do, is still the other non-small hats outnumber them. And as violent as those other non-small hats are, and the fact that they haven't used their violence against these people and are not encouraging it, makes me believe that there is more going on between the white supremacist Anglo-Saxon Protestant and the Jewish people. Something that I will not dive into, because when you start talking about the Jewish people, you get all kind of shit headed your way. And I ain't here for all that bullshit. You dig? I'm here to uplift and empower black peoples in our minds and where we are. I'm not about to get into their shit, because them motherfuckers got power. And I know they got power. Let me see here. But I wouldn't say Carter looking really impressed by saying, "Wall." Yeah, but I will say this about the fight between the white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. The white Anglo-Saxon Protestant is ruled by the Bank of England, by the Church of England. The United States is still basically a subsidiary of England. The Church of England is ruled by the King or Queen of England. and they move and operate under the Church of England's direction. So you have the Church of England, you got the Catholic Church, you got the small hat, the Ashkenazis, and all them niggas. You know, you got all them running around. And one thing about the Jewish faith, those people they're around, they're in all countries, all different languages. It was a Jewish woman that was just elected the president of Mexico a couple months ago. But they have their own little games that they play. But the one thing about their games is they all get on cold when it comes to us. That's one thing we have to understand. Yeah, Canada too. Space rights, yeah. But the Chinese immigrants, illegal, that's a great move to start. Because like we said earlier, them having all of these military bases, that concerns me. I live in LA, all right? I live in LA. And right here is LA County. You mean to tell me right here at Camp Pendleton, they own all this land down damn near to San Diego? What? Fort Irwin above me? What? Hell no. That's national security problems right there. And we need to do something about it now. You did? Yeah, slap that like. What's up, Jay Jimerson? He said you just called them the mob, Toby me. That's actually a pretty good way of doing it. I'm not even gonna front. That's fair. That's very intelligent. Not even gonna front. We got over 1,000 people in here, so I mean I should have 1,000 likes and 1,000 retweets or tweets. Yeah, but we can't buy the land. This is something that we got to be concerned with, people. Let me know how y'all think. How do you feel? Call in 323-744-7425. I'll be on here for like another 10 minutes. The first people to call in, get through. I ain't keeping my phone line open forever. I'm gonna be on here like another 10, 15 minutes, and then I got some music to play later on. Yeah, they've been coming through the borders. Why wouldn't they? America is full of Chinese spies. You know it is. The United States and China has had bad blood for a long time. And this is a game that the United States and China plays with one another in business. And it's this, I don't know, how can I say it? It's this dance that America plays with China that has been playing with China. Because when America built China, because China doesn't create or innovate anything themselves. When America started sending its industrial jobs to China, that's what created China's economy to where it is right now. But America boosting China's economy was a blessing and a curse for China. A blessing and a curse. Because America realized in the 60s that we was poisoning our own water with all of those steel mills. A lot of those industrial jobs that black people faced the brunt of first that left America in the 60s and the 70s, those jobs left first because it was poisoning our water. It was poisoning our air. Those industrial jobs, go look at the Ohio River, what they were saying about the Ohio River in the 70s. Oh my God, just poisoning up every goddamn thing. So America said, all right, cool. We can't keep all the money anyway. And we don't like these niggas. So first off, all the nigga jobs that we don't like the niggas anyway, because the nigga jobs was the dirtiest jobs anyway, that as far as environmentally unfriendly jobs. Let's give all the nigga jobs to China. And China said, okay, we take jobs. They took the jobs. They built their economy, and they shit is poison. They don't even like talking about the environment in China, the air pollution in China. Let me see if I can find something. Let me see here. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from? You there, caller? Call back, caller. I thought I answered in time. Look at this. Call back. According to the WHO, the air in China is responsible for about 2 million deaths per year. They getting about 2 million. I know it's a billion people, but you got 2 million a year dying because of the air. Yeah, America was smart like a fox with that one. Hey, China, take these jobs. Take these jobs. You have all the jobs you want and kill your people. What's up, caller? What's the name? Where you calling from?
It's JD from Fort Worth, man. Just really calling you to give you your flowers, man, for just always going in on the truth. And, man, I watch you more than the news, man, and it's been a blessing, man. And plus, you cool as hell in real life. Y'all get a chance to meet the one in real life, man, go up there and dap him up for me.
I appreciate that, Jay Jefferson. It's good, man. You're a good dude, too, man. I wish most people who listen to shows got the energy that you have. I appreciate you, man.
Man, that's good, man. Hopefully I could be an example for the other people, man. It's a million of us out there, man. We just gotta tap into the whole tepish, man. We're gonna get together.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you, dog.
Through you too.
Yes, sir.
But have a good one, big bro.
You too, brother.
Peace.
I met that brother at a show I did in Austin, Texas a few years ago. And he actually came out to LA like I don't know, he got the phone, but JD came to LA like a year or two ago. And I saw him, I went to the Improv, and he was up at the Improv hanging out. And I saw him, I was like, oh shit, what up? Good people. Whoever that was, call back. I don't have a hold button. You just got to call right back. I'm not paying for all that shit where I don't take enough calls to be paying for that shit where you got to put people on hold. Yeah. But back to what we was talking about, and I'll get to the caller, whoever calls in next. But China don't, you're right, MacDog. China don't give a fuck about its people. China be they got nets outside of them factories for people committing suicide. So yeah, we lost a lot of jobs, but really we got rid of poison. China ain't giving a fuck about that poison, and they citizens are leaving trying to get to cleaner places on earth. So that's what's really going on. But isn't this, no matter how you feel about Trump, and yes, I believe Trump's a racist, but I don't give a fuck. I'd much rather have this racist motherfucker talking to Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin and all these other world leaders whose names I can't goddamn pronounce. I'd much rather have this jackass negotiating and talking with them than Kamala Harris. You think Kamala Harris would have done anything about them, about what's going on, this emerging immediate threat? I appreciate the cash app, Zavon Scott. Appreciate the cash app. So the people who voted for Trump, man, y'all voted for the right people. Frank Glover said the Mexican gangs are going first. See, the Mexicans will go, but to a certain extent, they will. The Mexicans gonna be out of here. Them Africans gonna be the fuck up out of here. They're gonna get them Africans the hell on out of here. A lot of them. The ones that's doing, especially them Nigerian scamming niggas, y'all gone. Y'all got a few months to get your little scams in. Trump will have you motherfuckers out of here before the Olympics. And it's our job to sit back and do nothing. Some of y'all, I heard some of y'all call me saying that y'all gonna be calling ICE. I ain't calling ICE. I ain't doing all that. I don't interact with them people on any level. So I'm gonna leave it alone. Now, if one of y'all happen to call and I see it, I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna be like, ha 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 ha, but I ain't gonna do nothing. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Dewan? It's A. I'm calling from Jersey. How you doing?
A from Jersey. I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm well. I'm well. Just chiming in on the Asian immigrants being deported first. I think that's a smart move. I saw when they opened the floodgates in Mexico. I
Mm-hmm.
saw people, Asians, with UGG boots on, Balmain coats. I'm
Ugg
like,
boots. Ugg
yeah,
boots.
Ugg boots, Balmain coat, Coach shoes, and Gucci book bags. I'm like, where are these people? Like, I thought it was that they were coming over here because they were disenfranchised in their own country. How is it that you got on all this designer stuff and you? What are we doing? What are we doing? So I'm glad. I'm glad he kicking them out first. That's right. Let's go.
That's right. You're right. They coming. And the crazy part about it is they're like talking shit about the low side of black community. They don't ever talk about all them Asian massage parlors and yank farms that they have all across the country where they be doing prostitution out of and all kind of shit. And the way they
And you're
be.
right. And let's not forget. Excuse me, brother. Let's not forget the fentanyl. Let's
Oh
not
my
forget.
God. Yeah.
Come on, how
Yeah.
many you? I know it's heavy in California because it's heavy here, and I'm talking about they doing it. They spraying that down on the weed, brother. Here, yeah,
Yeah.
on the
See.
weed. Not, it's like past the white. They done jumped past the boy, past the girl. They trying to kill people who just want to have a little toke. You know what I mean?
Right. 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 You own it. So you see the game for what it is.
Absolutely, absolutely, and Dewan, we both, all of us know. Everybody that's awake knows that no drugs make it over here unless somebody is complicit. You understand what I'm saying? Because
It
we
took a
don't
white
own no
boy's
claim.
signature. It already takes a
There
white boy's
you
signature
go.
for it to happen.
There you go. So that was just my 2 cents.
So thank you for
Have a good
calling.
night, bro.
Thank you for calling in.
No problem.
See, see, that's a good question. Neil and Chester, how is killing affirmative action helping Asians now? That's a good question. Let's go to Chat GBT and ask. Is he? And roll. See, me, I wasn't tripping on affirmative action because I live here in California. See, a lot of y'all don't know in racist ass California, they had ended affirmative action here back in 1996. I was still in high school in 1996. So I never saw affirmative action at any time in my life. I graduated high school in 99. I had to go college, all that shit, no affirmative action. If you were a California resident and you graduated high school anytime after 1996, not one part of your life was ever affected or benefited from affirmative action. Not one piece. You didn't get no school, you didn't get no job, nothing. So here we go. Let's look at this here. Let me see. Let me see here. Let me see. Here we go. And the ending of affirmative action. Do you know who ending affirmative action is gonna hurt the most? Africans. Because they still black. It says here at Duke, that's my wife's alma mater, by the way. Salute to my wife, being a Duke graduate. At my wife's alma mater, Duke, Asian students dropped from 35 to 29%. At Yale, plummeted from 30% to 24%. Okay. So we see right here that already in just a year or two time, there's already a drop off in Asian membership at those schools. See? But them Africans are gonna be the most affected by it. They're gonna be like, well, I got the 4.0. How did I not get in? I have a 4.0. I work hard. I work hard. How do I not get into university? I work hard. I study. I study. I drive my 1979 diesel Mercedes to the library and I study. I wear tuxedo shirts and stonewashed jeans and ashy ass ankles, but I study. I work hard. Well, you don't work hard enough in Beckway. Nigga, you next. I can see it right now. It's the college admission person, like, last name, Susan Smith. She's white. She's in. Todd Marinovich. Oh, he's white. He's in. Kim Jong. Okay, she's in. Ugeche Anusu. 4.33 GPA. Are we gonna choose Ungeche Unuchu? Or are we gonna choose Kim Jong-jing? Kim Jong-jing has a 3.9. Ugechi Umbutu has a 4.3. We're gonna go ahead and go with Kim Jong-jing. Then Ubeki and Guchu gonna get a decline letter. No. They're gonna be like, no. What is this? I cannot get jiggy with this shit. What is this? I got a 4.3. I average in A. And I cannot get into the university? What is this? I work hard. They're going to be like, well, nigga, you can take your ass down there to City College. I'm not going to City College. I belong in Yale. I belong in Yale, not City College. What's up, caller? What's his name? Where you calling from? Oh, shit, you hung up. My bad. Call back, caller. Yeah, them names are going to take them out. Name's going to be Ubekwe Unosu. And Ubekwe Unosu, that nigga going to have a 4.5 GPA. Nigga got all the accolades. Probably should have been in college since he was 15. But your name is Mbekwe Nguchu, nigga. No. Then they gonna come back to black Americans. See, that's racist. That's racist. What did they do? What did I do? That's racist. Appreciate the Cash App, Premier Holmes. Appreciate the Cash App. That's racist. Trump deporting me. I have a business. I work hard. I don't want to go back to Nigeria. I work hard. All right, Lovejoy. Born December 1st. You and your tuxedo shot top and stonewashed jeans, mandos and ashy ass ankles gotta go back to Ghana, nigga. Black Americans, this is racist. This is racist. Black Americans, we're brothers. We're brothers. Trump can't do this. We're brothers. Black people, when that happens, we ain't gotta say nothing back. We ain't gotta be mean. We ain't gotta be assholes. All we gotta do is sit back and go, so what in heavens are you gonna do? This what's gonna happen next. Mbekwe gonna come in his G-Wagon and he gonna be coming to all the hood chicks. Let's have a baby. I want a baby. If I get the baby, I can stay. If I get the baby, I can stay. Come have sex in my G-Wagon. Get some Jollof and Deke. We'll take you on a date. We can eat some Jollof and I give you some Deke in my G-Wagon. They're gonna have that baby. And because, half these hood rats, they don't give a fuck. They just see a nigga in the G-Wagon, so they're gonna have a baby by him. They're gonna have a little baby. Ha! I get to stay! I get to stay! Then Trump gonna be like, no more birthright citizenship. Who wants to go? Are you gonna go by yourself or are you gonna take your baby with you? Oh shit! That remind me of this white dude right here. Like the new, y'all see the new borders are. This white boy is not playing. Fair use. I want y'all to see this. If you haven't seen it already. If y'all haven't seen it already. If y'all have not seen it already, I don't know what the fuck that is. Email. I ain't about to. If y'all send me an email and I don't know who you are and it got PDF attachment, I'm not opening your PDFs, all right? But I want y'all to look at this. This white boy wasn't playing. He looked like this white boy, like the kind of white boy that everybody's grandmama had, everybody's grand uncle had to go see at the courthouse in Mississippi.
Recently spoke with 60 Minutes.
Listen to this.
Say, the talk of a mass deportation is racist. It's threatening to the immigrant community. It's not threatening to the immigrant community. It should be threatening to the illegal immigrant community.
As ICE director, Homan led the zero tolerance policy that separated parents from their children at the border. The ACLU estimates between 5 and said this.
Of course there's.
Without separation, if there's a way to carry out mass families have yet to be reunited. When asked if there's a way to carry out mass deportations without separating families, Homan said this.
Of course there's. Families can be deported together.
Trump also...
Hey, this is that old... See, look. These are the kind of white folks, these people that are new to the country. Y'all not used to these kind of white people. Those of us who are foundational Black American, those of us who've been here who are native Black American, we know this motherfucker. We've been seeing this motherfucker generation in and generation out. When you see that face on a white man, I promise you, there is not a fuck to be given. None. I want to go back to that part. I want to see if I can find the actual part. Oh, and did y'all see Bacon Fried Rosie Perez? I call her Bacon Fried Rosie Perez. She was mad from The View. Bacon Fried Rosie was mad.
Donald Trump won the electoral vote. He won. He's going to win the House. He won the Senate. For all effects and purposes, he's got the Supreme Court.
Bitch.
They've given him immunity. This is what the country voted for. This is, a lot of people thought that when he talked about mass deportations, he wasn't being serious. I don't know how many times he had to say it for people to realize he was being serious. Well, if you thought he wasn't being serious, the appointment of Tom Homan today as border czar, and he will be in charge.
Mass deportation without separating families?
I like this clip right here. Let me go back a little more. Watch this.
We have seen one estimate that says it would cost $88 billion to deport 1 million people a year.
I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Is that what American taxpayers should expect?
What price do you put on national security? Is it worth it?
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there's. Families can be deported together.
How many times have you seen a white man that looks like this and he went, life? How many Black people saw this man's uncle, granduncle, great-granddad, And because you know this motherfucker, he look like he come from a family of police officers and judges. How many black people have had to deal with white boys like this? Well, all I did was jaywalk. 6 years. You're a nigger. See, the reason why I'm laughing is us as black people, we can handle it. We've had to deal with these kind of motherfuckers our whole existence in the United States, and nobody has ever come to help. Nobody. So now that everyone turned a blind eye to this style of white supremacists, everyone, y'all done let these motherfuckers go. Y'all done came to this country acting like racism is over and everything is good. We're people of color. Everything, just make money and work hard. And this for all you African niggas out there. All you have to do is work hard. Black people are lazy and you don't work hard. Now you about to run up against the motherfuckers we've been having to deal with every time we get a little bit of headway in this country. These kind of white boys.
What price do you put on national security? Is that worth it?
Is there a way to carry out?
This white, he don't give not one. I don't even know if he knows how to spell give a fuck.
Mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there's. Families can be deported together.
You ain't gonna appeal to this white boy's emotions. He ain't got no goddamn emotions. He ain't got no emotions. The only emotion he got is which beer do I want to drink when I'm off work? Coors or Bud Light. That's the only emotion he got. This motherfucker don't give a fuck about his wife, his kids, his family. This motherfucker cares about his job and which beer he gonna drink tonight. That's it. This is what we have been dealing with, and we as black Americans, no matter who's been in that seat of power, they've all targeted us, and no matter who's been in that seat of power, we've all won. We always win. And we gonna keep winning. And we gonna keep winning. Just let that call come through. Hey, caller, you gotta call back. I tried to answer in time. This shit only gets 2 rings. I should make this shit where it rings 4 times instead of twice. I probably should change that setting. Let me see. Can I change that setting to where it rings more than once? Let me see here. Can I change that? Answer incoming calls automatically? Nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to change it later on. I ain't got time now. I'm not going to change it while we live. There we go. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, it's D from LA, man.
D from LA.
DeJuan?
What's on your mind?
Hey, DeJuan, man. Hey, you know, they can go study in their homeland. They can go back to their homeland and fix it up. All these immigrants, man, these ungrateful tethers, man, we've been telling them over and over again, man. Look, stop having vitriol towards the ones that made it possible for y'all to even have an opportunity to come to the United States of America. Black Americans have been on the front line, man, you know, getting our heads knocked in, water holes splashed all in our face, dogs sicked on us and hung from trees. And, you know, like I go to a gas station, man, you got a couple tellers working at the gas station, right? And they telling me, man, you know, you shouldn't be a supporter of Trump. I said, I'm not a supporter of any party, but I do support them policies of y'all going back to go fix up your goddamn homelands. You understand what I'm saying? Because y'all come up here, man, you know, y'all have vitriol towards us, you know what I'm saying? But then y'all running down the hill to kiss white ass. We don't do that in this country.
Right.
And the white dude was in the gas station and heard me, and he didn't say not a goddamn word because I meant what I said. I said, man, y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all white Latinos, man, you know, y'all have all kind of vitriol and spite for us and doing a little dirty-ass, sneaky shit to us. We ain't going for it, man. We wasn't going for it in the 90s. We just wasn't as loud as about it as we are in 2024. Yeah. We're not going for it, man. Look, man, there's nothing wrong with y'all going back to y'all homeland and studying hard and working hard and not being lazy like y'all claim we are with that bullshit, them fake-ass lies y'all be telling. and go fix your homelands up, man. And that go for any other group that's in America today. It's nothing wrong with working hard and building up your homeland and starting your own economy and building up your communities in your own goddamn homeland. But I'll land right there. Be one.
Yes,
All
sir.
Right,
yes, sir. Appreciate that. Yeah. Don't be lazy. Hey, caller, whoever that was calling me in, call right back. I tried to answer your call. Again, I only get 2 rings. Yeah, don't be lazy. Listen to what that last caller just said. If you're not lazy, why are you afraid of going back home? Your work ethic will get you wealth and prosperity wherever you are on this planet. If you're not lazy. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Tyrone. I'm calling from Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo, New York. What's on your mind, brother?
Okay, I'm originally from Canada. I live in the United States now. And this process of this new parties bringing in is the order of the day in other countries. In Canada, when you get a deportation order and you had a child, they put your child on a deportation order. And they say, look, if you're gone, if you don't want to take your child with you, we'll keep them because they're Canadian born, but you and your child is ordered deported. That's been going on. Okay, I'm 50 years old. When I was 16, 17, I see people getting deported from Canada. They actually put their Canadian-born children on that deportation order and kicked them out the country even though they was born in Canada. Mm-hmm. Ain't no other country playing that damn slackness except the United States for letting people stay because they had a kid here.
You're right. This is the only country. And then it's gotten so bold to where people really feel that they have the right, that these people come over here and they just got the right. Like, they're just entitled to stay. Like, damn the law, they're entitled to stay.
Nobody is telling you the whole story about Venezuela. In Venezuela, the gas is free. In Venezuela, when you go to the gas station, the gas is so widespread and available, you get a man just a cookie or a cake or something like that, and they fill your tank up with gas. They don't charge for gas in Venezuela. So they got it better than us in a lot of ways. Mm-hmm. When you get the free gas, you got to start right there. So Venezuela, all that bad. Just them people is bad. It was in jail. The people didn't want them there, say open the jails and told them to come up here to mess us up.
Right. And you know what's great you said that? I'm glad you brought that up because that's the same way we got all these Europeans here in the 1800s. Europe opened up its prisons, sent the weak, the mangled, the poor, the prisoners. Australia sent its prison. Australia was a prison ground. So basically the white Anglo-Saxon Protestants and the ethnic whites that came 100 years ago, 150 years ago, them was prisoners. And so Latin America's doing the same thing Europe did.
Yeah, and see, the thing is, there's a pact between China and Venezuela. And Venezuela was advised by China to open up your jails and send the people to America. China, it's a Chinese scheme to destabilize this country. Nobody's talking about that. There's very close ties between Venezuela and China. And they was advised by China to send these damn people up here.
Uh-huh.
You see what I mean? So that's why they're here right now.
You real talk.
Italy, yeah, man. And I mean, one of the things we learned since two things we done learned since the election: one, you can't believe what's on TV, and two, you ain't gonna win without the black vote.
You goddamn right. Because people talking all that.
Black folk don't think we insignificant.
And everybody talking about something.
You ain't gonna win with the black vote. And one other thing I wanted to bring to the people's attention in your program. That's just it. Nobody can understand how big a billion is. Sometimes people can't count that high. A billion is 1,000 million. So that woman called herself black, which she's not, spent $1,000 million. She spent $1 million 1,000 times and still lost the election. That money could have done a whole lot in our community.
You're right.
You know, a billion is 1,000 million, man. That's a lot of damn money to lose an election.
You're right about that. 1,000 million to get your way and still be 20 million in debt.
Yeah, and still be 20 million in debt. It didn't make no sense. And I mean, it was an insult to the black group of people here in the United States to say, I'm washing greens in the bathtub. I done seen plenty of people cook greens, and they wash them greens in the sink and mash them down the pot. Because once they get hot anyway, they boil down. They boil down. So what are you doing washing greens in the bathtub? From that right there, they should have put her ass someplace. They should have put her out to the goddamn country over that kind of damn talk. Yeah, oh, you wash some greens in the bathtub. And the white folks that don't know us believe that damn mess.
right.
Because they know what they see on TV with these fake commercials, and they always magnify the worst of our community. So when they hear something like, "Oh, black people wash their greens in the bathtub. They're gonna be talking about that in the next 50 years and figure that's what we do.
right,
But they don't know us. They only know with the Cosby Show. They didn't want the Cosby Show on TV because that was giving a positive light in the black community. They said, no, that's too positive. We want you to look at black people as poor, begging, and starving, and substandard. So when Cosby was on, they had us, that was too high up for us to be. But that greens in the bathtub, that woman is insulting.
That was a death knell, man. But thanks for giving us a call, my brother.
Yep, right. Thank you. Have a good day, man.
Yes,
Love
sir.
your show. Right.
Yeah, he right. Yeah, death, like the Greens and the Kamala Harris and all that shit. Man, please. I said body fungus greens. Right. Greens smelling like perennium and fuck out of here. I'm about to get up out of here. I planned on only being on for like 25 minutes. I've been on here an hour and 15. We're going to do some music in a little bit. So get ready for some incense and ashtrays. We're going to do some music at 7 p.m. Pacific time. It's a Sunday. What I'm not focused on any genre of music tonight. I'm just going to do a Sunday night music mix down. I'm going to introduce y'all to my modern contemporary R&B playlist that's on Spotify, that's on Patreon. I'm going to be playing music exclusively off of my playlists that I have on Patreon. Winding down the weekend. Some modern soul for your ass. Because no matter what's happening in the world, you got to wind down. And I want to close with saying this. It don't matter what's going on in the world around you when it comes to your mental well-being. Make sure that everybody out there chill, relax. You know what I mean? Let's take in the news. Let's have a good time laughing. And then let's get back to the business of building. But before we get back to the business of building, sometimes you have to rest and just listen to some music and just let the vibes flow through. Funk not only moves, it can remove. Dig? The desired effect is what you get when you increase your interplanetary funksmanship. If you know Parliament Funkadelic, you know what I just spit. We gotta use our jazz, use our rhythm and blues, use our soul music to just vibe out to and get rid of the worries of the day. And that's what we're gonna be doing in about an hour and a half. I'm gonna go in there and smoke me a blunt and then be ready for the show tonight, all right? So follow me on Incense and Ashtrays. The link for Mixcloud is in the description. We're also going to be on Twitter. Those of you watching on X, y'all going to see me light up again on here at about 7:15. I'm going to start about 7:15 because I got to make a run real quick. So we can get started about 7:15, all right? I'm going to go light up, do some things, and then I'll be back with y'all. Follow me on Mixcloud, Patreon. Y'all going to get an email also to join, and then on Twitter, all right? Thank y'all again for listening. And make sure you love yourself, all right? And follow me also at Dewan, at DWANN on TikTok. If you're on TikTok, again, I need to get over 1,000. It's this TV. Oh, I'm at 1,000 now. All right, cool. Follow me anyway. But I just got to 1,000, okay, on TikTok because I got some people call me to do. They want me to do like a debate style show on TikTok, but I have to have at least 1,000 TikTok followers to go live. But you can still follow me on TikTok at DWANN. No B. Just at DWANN. That's my TikTok. So cool. I got my 1,000. I'm going to let them know. All right. And then go to DewanB.com for all your other stuff. T-shirts, readings at BreakthroughCards.com. Go right now. All right. What's up, Miriam? Thank y'all again for joining it. And I will see y'all on the music side of the game. All right. Have a good one. There are no perfect messengers, only perfect messages for those wanting to pick up the game. We out.